And then they spanked his boots, right? But the reason why they was able to pretend to be Crip in order to catch a Crip slipping, somehow, some way, one of them went to Little Library and came back with some paperwork. Now, as far as what I know about Crips and about Bloods is that they don't all have exactly the same codes and things like that when it came to the paperwork, because you know there's different sets, but they do have a couple things that's universal. So no matter who you are, if you're a Blood or a Crip, you're around other Bloods and Crips, you say these certain things and then they'll know who you're talking about, right? So look, we in one lower. This had to have been in the middle of a regime change. I don't know. I don't remember who had the crib. It might have been Monopla and one of the ABG brothers. Because I do remember two of my favorite ABG dudes, two of my favorite Brooklyn dudes. I cannot remember their name. I'm terrible with names. Like, if I wasn't around dudes for like 3 months and better, or dudes for like 3 months and better, or something like monumental happened, and I was with them, or we did something monumental together, and it got to be more than just a typical jumping. I'm not really gonna remember their name, but I remember it was this one ABG dude. He had like a big nose. Like, he was Spanish, but he was black. He looked more Spanish than black. He looked like he was mixed, but when you talking to him, 100% black. And then there was another dude, it was his second time on the island. And he was cool with the first Blood dude, ABG dude who I'm talking about from the town. So they was automatically lit. They was together, and I used to just be like joking with them and stuff like that. Like joking with them. Even like, I used to be like being nosy when they talking all they like Blood stuff. And I used to not know what they talking about, but I used to hear them talk about it all the time. So it'd be like, they had this thing that they said was like called like baby love. Now, I don't remember if they was talking about a porno mag or if they was talking about like drugs, but I thought at least it was about a porno mag. And I remember just I was cool enough with them to where like I could play with them. And I hear them talking and all that through their gates when everybody locked in. And I used to be like, yo, hey, yo, I need that baby love, right? I need that baby love. And the other neutral dudes used to be laughing. And then the two ABG dudes and a couple other Blood dudes used to be like, yo, Juju, watch your fucking mouth. Right? They used to be serious, but we used to be playing. They be like, yo, stop playing before we treat you like a damn nigga. Cause yo, I get it with all y'all Brooklyn niggas. Right? We used to just be joking and all that. But the all due reality, I had they back, they had mine. Like we was cool. Even though I only spent maybe like a month or two with them. You know what I'm saying? In one low, but we was all cool like that. Joke around like that. And I just remember somehow, some way, one of them went to law library and they came back with some Crip paperwork, some certified Crip paperwork. Now paperwork period, gang paperwork period is a hot commodity. You know what I'm saying? When people is coming home under other people, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like just when a lot of things is going on, paperwork gets exchanged. It's something that has to be a secret. There'd be random searches and all of that. And if you get caught with paperwork, you go into the box for at least 30 days. It's that serious. But somehow, some way, the Bloods went to law library and they came back with Crip paperwork. So now I'm watching them. They cracking jokes while they passing around the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, so that mean that? And you know what I'm saying? And from a war standpoint, you know, that's real tactical, real strategic. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you out in the town, or if you're a real army general, getting the paperwork of your enemy it's just like getting all the war plans of your enemy and you figuring out where they hideouts is at and where they stashing all their food and things like that. So I'm watching them. They learning the paperwork. And lo and behold, a couple days later, a new guy comes into the house. Now, when a new guy comes into the house, for some reason, somebody knew him from the town who was blood and they knew he was Crip, right? So they quiet about it because they don't want him to know how many bloods is in the house. So they basically let him come in and they let him think it was all sweet, everybody pretending that they didn't know him. And when he comes in, they questioning him at the A and B gate. They like, yo, what you bang? You know what I'm saying? Like, what gang you rep? He like, yo, I'm neutral. And then he started talking about, he said he neutral, but he started talking about like some gang from the hood where he come from that's not necessarily known for being Crip. So the Bloods, after talking to him, they come amongst each other. They like, yo, dude shooting at Bloods out in the town, and then he come in here acting like he not Crip. He throwing up Crip gang signs in the town, and he coming home. He coming to one lower acting like he not Crip, right? So they're like, you know what? We gonna play with him. We gonna reel him in, and then we gonna kill him, right? So what they do is, the couple dudes who didn't speak to him, they start walking around. The guys who ran the crib, well, I think one of them was from Nobla, I'm not sure. Either Nobla didn't have the crib yet. I'm really not sure, but basically a couple of the toughest dudes in the crib who did not speak to him yet and did not identify who they was yet, they basically gave themselves like fake Crip names, and then they walked up to the dude. No, before they walked up to the dude, right? Before they walked up to the dude, they just start talking random like Crip stuff, as if they having regular like small talk with each other. As the dude is, you know what I'm saying? He clearly don't want to be known as a day room dummy, you know what I'm saying? So he in the day room, he's standing up. He's standing up, letting it be known that he not with the program, following the program, you feel me? So the Bloods is walking around, they saying Crip things to each other, right? And then they dissing Bloods. They like, oh, you know, slob this, pork this, pork that, right? Talking about how they was beating up Bloods and all that, this, that, and the third, and they watching the Crips' reaction. Now, the Crip just couldn't hold his Cripness in for too much longer, you know what I'm saying? After a while, you know what I'm saying, being that, I guess it was a okay rule for Crips to fold their flag and not claim Crip when they get to certain houses in order for their own safety and protection if they don't know what other Crips is there. Not all Crips went along with that, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of Crips did, you feel me? So lo and behold, the Cripness came out of him, and eventually he had admitted that he was Crip, to the point where he threw up Crip with a Blood, right? So immediately after he threw up Crip with the Blood, right, they immediately was like, oh, we got you, hard back, this, that, and the third. So immediately he can't say nothing. So once he realized he caught, he just pops the bottle on the closest Blood next to him, bing, cracks him. He immediately gets his boots spanked. They hopped him. He gets hopped. He gets hopped by like 4 to 6 Bloods. They stomp him out, but they made quick work of him because there wasn't no witted CO that was working that shift. And you know what I'm saying? It was still early in the day, so they spanking him. They made quick work of him. The CO pressed the PBA button. The Turtles came. Nobody plays with the Turtles. They packed the Crip dude up. I just remember he had a bloody nose and he was leaving. He was all loud and he just regurgitating all these blood disses. And like, we caught you, hardback, blase, blah, blase, blah, blase, blah. And that was the last that I seen of that Crip. Now, this was one of the more entertaining altercations that I seen on Rikers Island, because it's like, who would think of that? Like, this is higher level warfare shit going on right here. Like they just so happened got paperwork. They pretended to be Crip against a Crip who knew he was Crip but was pretending not to be Crip, right? And then once they exposed him, they beat him up.